Okay, I need a category. This category's known as a really big shoe. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, we've all been to a petting zoo, haven't we? Let's say you take the kids and head out to a kicking zoo instead of a petting zoo. Which of these could you not wear on your feet and kick at the same time? Bucks, mules, water moccasins, or lucky duck? You wouldn't want to wear water moccasins because they're snakes. Although, I have to admit it, I love the idea of a petting zoo with snakes. I need a category.
I love the way you groove my number two.
May I introduce, how many holes does it take to fill the Albert Hall? $1,000 at stake on this one. Okay, now, since I don't know what else to call the artist formerly known as Prince except Prince, just let me ask you this. Say each of these acts is appearing at a British music festival. Based on the rankings of royalty, which band or artist would be billed immediately beneath Prince? Duke Ellington, King Crimson, Queen, or Royal Guardsman? A Duke is the highest non-royalty title one can attain, and it's ranked immediately beneath Prince. But don't you hate it when an opening band is better than the one that follows it? All right, hit me. Say hello to Beats Canoeing. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Think fast. If one of the girls from Little Darlings were to write a What I Did on My Summer Vacation essay, which of these would be the most accurate title? How I Seduced a Senator, How I Was Shrunk by My Dad, How I Competed to Lose My Virginity, or How I Sold Sex in Singapore? In Little Darlings, Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal compete to see who can lose her virginity first. You know, at my summer camp, we just learned macrame and stuff. Okay, pick a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta head for, yeah!
Open wide and get ready for... So, you kiss your mother with that mouth? This one can net you $1,000. Okay, imagine you're in a sports bar and you overhear this guy trying to pick up some woman. To impress her, he brags about the time he put the biscuit in the basket by scoring 5-hole from the slot. If he keeps his sports lingo consistent, what pickup line would he use next? So, baby, want to go for a power play? How about a trip to third base? I've got a great slam dunk. Or, would you like to see my pommel horse? For the curious, here's the right answer. Just like a power play, 5-hole the slot and putting the biscuit in the basket are all common hockey expressions. Of course, if he also mentions he once got 2 in the box for syphilis, well, that's not hockey anymore. Category, please.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
Pucker up for reading, writing, and roughage. This one's worth $1,000. We've all heard of body language, right? In your bowels, your colon is connected to your rectum. Considering the primary role of a colon in English grammar, what is most likely true? Your rectum contains a list or series, your rectum is a dependent clause, your rectum is a passive verb, or your rectum uses a foreign phrase or object. One of the primary uses of a colon is to signal the beginning of a list or series in a sentence. And after a few too many trips to the buffet table, your colon will be sending signals like Morse code. Okay, I need a category. Okay, give it up for 4-letter word for what you don't know. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. So you like crossword puzzles, right? Well, see if you can solve part of one now. 1 across, Arthur Blank, crossword puzzle creator. 3 down, daily journal containing first crossword appearance. What 2 words fit these clues? Fox, Champagne Courier, Godfrey Daily News, Miller Liverpudlian Review, or Win New York World? I'm like licking this thing, and I'm getting his old man germs in my mouth. That's disgusting.
You shouldn't be licking.
I flossed today, Mavis.
Hey, my name's Raul. How you doing? Tell me how many people we have playing today. 1 player. That means less work for me. All right, so you want the 7-question tournament? All over it, thanks. Okay, here we go. A question pops up, you know... Hey! Chill out. We'll get you to the game. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. All right. Start the music.
I need a category. Now serving.
Gordy, we're getting interference from that light rock station again. Could you look into that? Sure. Thank you.
Hey, my name's Raul. 1 player. Fantastic. Fine line between being a game show and a babysitter. Moving along, you want 7 or 21 questions? Got you covered. I'm all over it. Listen up. This couldn't be any simpler. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. You got it? Now watch carefully. Yeah, all right. Hey, start the loud music and the flashy lights. Someone's getting bored.
Okay, I need a category. Say hello to, it's gotta be funnier than a Nazi POW camp. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Imagine a spin-off of Hogan's Heroes set in the UN Security Council. Since only 5 nations have permanent seats, which character could not be guaranteed to represent his nationality? Sergeant Andrew Carter, Corporal Louis LeBeau, Colonel Wilhelm Klink, or Corporal Peter Newkirk? Since only China, France, Great Britain, Russia, and the United States hold permanent seats on the UN Security Council, Colonel Klink would not be guaranteed a role as a German representative. I can't wait for the episode where Hogan diffuses the Cuban Missile Crisis with a bottle of tequila and a few bars of chocolate. I need a category. Open wide and get ready for, I hope they show Independence Day. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If the Independent Film Channel only aired in states which have been independent republics at some point in their history, who would not be able to enjoy off-the-beaten-path art flicks? The good people of California, the loyal citizens of Texas, the hardworking folks of Vermont, or the worthy populace of Hawaii? California has never been an independent nation. Besides, I understand that making or watching independent films in California is a felony. All right, hit me. Pucker up for, thou shalt not watch other lords dance before me. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Heads up, here it comes. If the Lord of the Dance were to wear the One Ring from the Lord of the Rings when he dances, what would you most likely hear critics say about the show? The lighting effects are spectacular. That Lord of the Dance kills me. You can't see a thing. Or the Lord is huge. The One Ring in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings turns its wearer invisible. And after seeing the Lord of the Dance, it apparently makes your humility non-existent. Okay, pick a category. Okay, give it up for microbrews that never quite made it. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Here's a question that combines two of America's favorite pastimes, TV and beer. If you wanted to tour the fictional Schatz Brewery, which city would you have to visit? Boston, Massachusetts, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Boulder, Colorado, or Seattle, Washington? Boston. Now that's where everybody knows your name. In case you're wondering, the fictional Schatz Brewery is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right around the corner from Laverne and Shirley's. Two really funny women who work at a brewery. How can reality possibly compare to TV? Category, please.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Now serving, not the Milky Way. This one can net you $1,000. Here's one just for the kids. Which of the following characters would not be able to nurse her young? Jessica Rabbit, Sweet Polly Purebred, Minnie Mouse, or Daisy Duck? The only non-mammal here, Daisy would not produce milk. Therefore, she's unable to nurse her young. Daisy is the only one, though, who'd be able to make some tasty omelets for her little ducklings. Okay, I need a category. The selection is Inkin-Dinka-Doo. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Okay, archaeologists, imagine this. Say you found an ancient Incan document and want to include it in an art collection. What 1970s art fad would best complement your new find? Spirographs, macrame wall hangings, ships and bottles, or magic rocks? Ancient Incans had no written language. They nodded in colored string to record events and thoughts.
Agnes, that relic from a noble ancient culture is kinda neat, and that fern looks great alongside it.
I need a category.
Lucky 7.
Shake hands with psychoactive drugs or I Remember Mama. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Okay, classic rock fans, are you depressed because you think music will never be as cool again as it was in the 60s? Well, Say a psychiatrist writes you a prescription for the pills that Mother gives you from the Jefferson Airplane song White Rabbit. Which is true of their effect? They make you larger, they make you small, they turn you on, or they don't do anything at all. In White Rabbit, the pills that Mother gives you don't do anything at all. So why don't you just throw away your Freedom Rock LPs and join the 90s, okay? All right, hit me. This one likes to go by. Very special episodes teach us the darndest things. This one's worth $1,000. You know what time it is? It's time to reminisce about one of the Brady Bunch's greatest episodes. In the episode where the Brady family races across Kings Island to get Mr. Brady his blueprints, which of these best resembles the method they used? Paul Revere's ride, the running of the bulls, the Pony Express, or the Cannonball Run? Running of the bulls? Well, maybe if it was just Alice. Oh, God, I know that was mean. All right, I'm going to hell. Here's what you should have picked. As they race across the park, each Brady or Alice passes the tube on to the next refreshed Brady, much in the way ponies were traded to deliver mail in the Old West. And with the ground Alice was clearing, you'd think Sam was on the other end waiting with his, meat. Okay, pick a category.
is number 9.
This little number's known as, let's think about death for a bit. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, imagine this morbid scenario. You've chosen the perfect cemetery plot, now you want a nice headstone to match. If you can't afford a granite headstone for your cemetery plot and buy a pomegranate headstone instead, what will your mourners be able to do? Recline in comfort on your headstone, cheer on the funeral procession, eat some fruit while paying their respects, or impale themselves on your headstone? A pomegranate is a type of fruit. Just make sure you leave instructions in your will for your mourners to pick all the seeds and maggots out of your headstone before they eat. Category, please. Yeah, I knew there was something about you I liked. You just chose a 3-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. Buzz in when the correct 3-way member is lit up and you score. Woohoo! But watch out, if you're wrong, you'll lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. Okay, let's get down and dirty. Category for this one is ABC, easy as, and that means this 3-way will be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, hand down your buzzer. Here's your 3-way. Woohoo! Hey! Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! It's all over. Let's see what happened. You're the best and not the worst, but let's see how your overall score looks. That's it for round 1. Let's go to round 2. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Okay, I need a category. The category is Straight out of Islam. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. Since its title mentions the city where Muhammad fled to write the Quran, which hip-hop record might Muslim parents be more inclined to buy for their kids? Funky Cold Medina, Tennessee, going back to Cali, or past the Dutchy? Muhammad fled Mecca to preach the word of Allah in Medina in modern Saudi Arabia. But since Muslims don't touch alcohol, the parents might be upset to find that Tone Loca's rapping about some drink that makes women horny. I need a category. Here we have those stupid French people. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Hey, wouldn't it be great to go to a museum and look at the mummy of the beautiful and fabled Egyptian Queen Cleopatra? Well, too bad, because the French lost it. Because you should always begin looking for a lost item where you last remember having it, how should French authorities begin searching for Cleopatra's mummy? By digging through Hollywood prop rooms? By dragging the Parisian sewers? By combing the Sahara? Cleopatra's mummy was accidentally dumped into the Paris sewer in the 1940s. I guess somebody mistook the old dusty wrappings for used toilet paper. Oh, come on, you were thinking it too. All right, hit me.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
The category? Three's geometry. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Okay, pay attention here and imagine this Three's Company episode. Jack, Chrissy, and Janet finally give in to their passions and engage in a three-way toe-sucking session. Since they are all different heights, what kind of triangle will they make? Equilateral, isosceles, scalene, or acute? Scalene triangles have 3 unequal sides, so since each character is a different height, the sides would be unequal. I hear Jack has a great hypotenuse. Okay, pick a category.
Ain't no love like number 14.
Coming at you. Sawing, Bacchus, Bacchus. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Okay, sports fans, imagine this. You're a manager in the mythical baseball league, and your Athenian athletics have all come down with ouzo poisoning. Which team of deities could field an entire baseball team? The Muses, the Fates, the Graces, or the Furies? Now, there are only 3 Furies, and anyway, they're really sore losers. In case you're wondering, there were 9 Muses, so they could easily replace the 9 players on a baseball team.
Well, who's on first?
Euterpe.
Hey, who are you calling a turpy? All right, then. Who's on second?
Failure.
Well, go ahead. Fail me.
Category, please.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Let's see what we got going.
Likes, showing my breasts. Dislikes, being objectified.
Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. If the magazine Playboy released an issue based on the play Playboy of the Western World, how would Playmate Christy Mann appear as the centerfold? A bare-naked woman with no arms, a nude woman with really large breasts, an unclothed Bronco rider, or a naked guy who kills his dad? Christy Mann is the lead character in Playboy of the Western World. He kills his father, and yeah, he's a guy. Yep, there's nothing sexier than a naked murderer. Okay, I need a category. Hey, all right, guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. This dis or dat's category name is 8 is enough to fill our lives with czars. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me whether it's the name of a former Russian czar, the name of one of the Bradford kids from 8 is enough, or both. If it's only a Russian czar, press the square button. If it's only a Bradford kid, hit the circle button. If it's both, press the X button, and press the triangle button to skip. Each correct answer will net you $1,000, and $1,000 taken away for each incorrect answer in any that you don't get to. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Susan Zarbrecht. Peter. Nicholas. Joni. Tommy. Alexander. One more. David. You dropped a couple, but I've seen worse. Let's check out your total. Okay, I need 3 more categories. Hit me. I need a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, question 17.
And this one is, who you calling a lonely heart? This one can net you $6,000. Hey, you remember the Beatles album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, right? Well, if everyone on the cover of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album ordered a Dr. Pepper, then Dr. Pepper could claim to be all of the following except for what? Just what Marlon Brando ordered? Just what John F. Kennedy ordered? Just what Carl Jung ordered? Or just what Bob Dylan ordered? The Sgt. Pepper cover does not include the face of former President John F. Kennedy. Although I hear if you play Dr. Pepper commercials backwards, you can hear JFK saying, "Mr. Pibb is dead. Mr. Pibb is dead." All right, hit me. Well, what do we have here? Give me just one good treason. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, you know how Benedict Arnold was a big fat traitor, right? Well, if Benedict Arnold had been caught, tried, convicted, and sentenced to public preparation a la Eggs Benedict, what would the viewing public have seen? Benedict cooked on one side with potatoes, Benedict smothered in hollandaise sauce, Benedict fried and topped with onions, or Benedict painted green with a side of ham? Eggs Benedict consists of 2 poached eggs served with ham on 2 English muffin halves, all smothered in hollandaise sauce. Huh, smothered in hollandaise. Yeah, how do I get to be one of them traitors? Okay, pick a category. Well, looks like this category is, sure, and someday man will land on the moon, right? Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Hey, dig this. Archaeologists just found some girl's diary. Which mythological figure might have written this?
Dear Diary, how many times will I say I told you so before the rest of Troy believes my predictions? Oh, I know that answer. Damn Apollo for giving me this cursed gift.
Who wrote this? Helen, because Apollo gave Cassandra the gift of prophecy, but the curse of never being believed. I don't understand why Cassandra didn't just shut her mouth and make a killing at the chariot races. Category, please. This one's called, What Do You Live Next to, a Barn? You get 4,000 clams for this one. Okay, now I've heard of the name Jen and I've heard of the name Janet, but suppose a fun new couple moves in next door and the wife introduces herself as Janet. What would you expect her to say about her husband?
I'd like you to meet the bastard sometime. My jackass husband will be over shortly. My husband's a real son of a bitch.
Or,
My hubby, what a bore.
your new neighbor's last name isn't Ziffel by any chance, is it? The correct answer is, a Janet is a female donkey, and a jackass is a male donkey, or a beer-swilling neighbor at a cookout. Okay, I need a category. embark on the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see 2 words on the screen that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard as long as you remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. How would you describe this person? Oh, hell, I don't know. Maybe you can come up with something. Here you go. Sweet mother of God, are you human? You are like a machine! Let's check out your final score! That's the game! Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor. Take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back.